The URC starts tomorrow and round 1 will kick us off on what bodes to be a really exciting season, hopefully. So in this video I'm just going to have a run through the games that are in round 1 and see if we can roughly have a wee look and see if we can figure out who's roughly going to win. It's going to be fun. Stay up with me. Let's get going. If you enjoy these, make sure to subscribe if you want to see them all. I will try and do one of these for every season, for every game week, sorry. We're trying to hit 100 subs by Christmas. We are getting there. We're on 84 at the minute, I believe, so we can get there. I just need your help to do it. So, kicking off week 1, the first game of the season is Zebra versus Ulster. This is being played in Parma, so it's in Italy. But unfortunately I can't see it going any other way than back to Ireland. I think Ulster will win this game, probably quite comfortably, maybe even putting 40-50 points on Zebra, unfortunately. I'm going to go with Ulster to win by 35 points. For game 2, we have got Connacht versus Ospreys. Now this game's incredibly unpredictable, because both Connacht and Ospreys are very hard to judge. I feel like they're both very on and off, and it can be game dependent. One game they're amazing, the next game they're terrible, so it's actually quite hard to judge who's going to win this game. But it is at the sports ground in Connacht, and I think that will probably play a good role in helping the Irish team take home the win. So I'm going to go Connacht to win that one, and I'm going to go by 12. Connacht by 12. I think Connacht might win, but quite comfortably. Next up, at Rodney Parade in Newport, we have got Dragons versus Edinburgh. So yeah, this also bodes to be an exciting game. Dragons, this was actually the first game of both these teams' season last season. As an Edinburgh fan, I can remember that one. Edinburgh ran in quite a few that game. I think they put 40-50 points on Dragons. Will it be similar? Maybe not quite 40-50, but I think Edinburgh will win, and probably by a decent scoreline. I'm going to go Edinburgh to win this one by 23. Edinburgh by 23. Seems like quite a large scoreline, but I have faith in the boys. Next up, we've got an all South African affair as the Emirates Lions hosts the Stormers at the Emirates Airlines Park. So yeah, all South African, which I think the Lions are usually pretty solid when it comes to facing South African opponents. The Stormers are probably the better team, but the Lions are solid when it comes to facing South African opponents. However, saying that, I feel that the Stormers will just be slightly too strong for them, because the Stormers' attack is just incredible. So I'm going to give it to the Stormers. And by how much? I mean, that's hard. South African games are hard to judge. I'm going to go Stormers by... I'm going to go 8. I think it'll be a little bit less than other games, but I think Stormers will take the win. Next up, we've got Cardiff versus Benetton. This is at the Cardiff Arms, and this again could be a solid game because both these teams are very unpredictable. Both these teams are capable of doing amazing things when they actually play well, but both these teams also have the high capability of absolutely capitulating into an absolute crap pile. So it will be exciting. Now, however, I think I'm going to favour the Italians. I'm going to go with Benetton to win this game. I'm going to back Benetton quite a bit this season. I think they really are working on me. I'm going to go Benetton, and I'm going to go by 5. Benetton by 5. Might be a big call, but I have faith in them. Next up, we've got last season's winners, the new title holders, Munster, at home to the Sharks. This could be a huge game. Now, again, it is at Thomond Park, so Munster do have home advantage, and I think that will play into account. I think Munster will want to start the season strong after winning it last year. They want to start the title defence strong. So I think they will come out with a bang. I think Munster will win, and I think Munster might have a bit of a statement win on the hands. Sorry, Sharks fans, but I'm going Munster, and I'm going to go Munster by about 14. I think Munster might pull something off there. Next up, we're going back to South Africa for the Bulls against the Scarlets. So yes, with this being in South Africa, automatically I look at that and go, South Africans have got the advantage. I still do think there is a slight home advantage for the South Africans that I think is slowly going away, but I think it is still there and will still be there for another season or two. Now, the South African away form also was poor at the start, but I think that's starting to pick up and be pretty solid again. So, yeah, and the Scarlets, I don't think they'll have a particularly good season again, so I'm going to go the Bulls. I think the Bulls might win this quite comfortably. I'm going to go the Bulls by, I'm going to say by about 20. I think the Bulls might have another big win. The Bulls are my dark horse for this year. And last, but certainly not least, we've got the Glasgow Warriors at home, at Scotstoun against Leinster. This could be the game of the weekend, I think. This could be massive, massive, massive. Now, Glasgow have actually failed to beat Leinster on a fairly regular basis. Glasgow don't have a particularly good history against Leinster. When it comes down to it. Will that thing change? Interesting. I'm going to say no. I'm still going to think Leinster are going to hold on quite strongly here. I think Glasgow will give them a solid game, but I'm going to go Leinster to win, and I'm going to go Leinster by 9 points. Give it a bit of a thing. I don't want to just say 5s and 10s, so I have tried to throw in some funny scoring, because rugby is a funny game. So that actually concludes round 1. That's all the games covered. So just to recap, in case you've already forgotten, Ulster to beat Zebra, Connacht to beat Ospreys, Edinburgh to beat Dragons, Stormers to beat Lions, Benetton to beat Cardiff, Munster to beat Sharks, Bulls to beat Scarlets, and Leinster to beat Glasgow. That's my predictions. I've probably already forgotten what the scores exactly were, but I've got this to watch back so I can predict. Thank you for watching. I will do one on Sunday evening after all the games are played. The last game, the Glasgow Leinster, is at 4 o'clock, so come 6, 7 o'clock on Sunday when all the games are done, I shall look up this, I shall write down what I predicted and write out the actual score and see how close we got. If you want to play along, put down in the comments what you think and we'll see how close we get. Keep a wee tally. I'll keep a wee tally, see how many I get right. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe and I shall see you legends later.